Hi, Nikki Lennon here. I'm going to do some clowning around for my birthday. Oh, yeah, I have to go back to some of my favorite people who make me laugh and make me realize that age is just a number. Although I do recall that Red Skelton did say, "You know how to tell when you're getting old?" Question mark. When your broad mind changes places with your narrow waist. Thank you, Red Skelton. Yes, we will be talking about all the different ways clowns have made us feel like we can handle tough things in life. You betcha. So I want to thank Red Skelton for every movie he ever did and for the Red Skelton show and for all the different ways that he's made people of all ages laugh. So today we're going to go through some of the greatest clown opportunities and why we had them and who gave them to us, and we're going to try and bring back for the summer the joy of what once was the circus. First of all, I want to say I enjoy getting dressed up as a clown, but I still need to see. So whatever your professional clown face is, the one that you get registered and you become a professional clown, I figure now if I do it, I'm going to have to make sure that it comes with glasses that I can actually use. Yes, I was having lots of fun going to facilities and bringing my classes and getting all dressed up in different styles of clown outfits. But in those days, I could also just wear fake glasses. Not so much today. So I want to say to you that there is a loss in the world, not just due to the COVID-19 pandemic crisis of not being able to go to the circus, but there isn't any circus to go to anymore. It's one of those treasures that has had its season, and to everything there is a season and a time, and circus time, unfortunately, has been past. So now we look back with fond remembrance and we remember those people who brought us the joy of being part of the circus. So let's go ahead and begin with who started this whole idea of seeing something that we couldn't see anywhere else but at a special event called a circus. Well, we have to thank a gentleman called P.T. Barnum. He was the gentleman who brought us many, many wonders from around the world, and he thought that we would enjoy a museum. And from that, he also decided that the museum was fun, but it wasn't as interesting as something live. And if you're talking live, then you're talking not only people, but behind me, you'll also see animals, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Yes, way before the Wizard of Oz, there was the circus. And we would like to recommend to you this summer that you would enjoy a fun and flavorful look back at all the different things that a circus offered. A circus offered an amazing amount of entertainment and fun and joy and awe and wonder and fright, and yet it wasn't dangerous to us. We knew that those people were going to do the same show tomorrow that they did today, so that hopefully, without any accidents, everyone enjoyed the show. Now, there are some awesome books that tell us about the, can you see this? This is a huge book. Ta-da! About the circus and the history of the circus. And America cannot claim to have been the developer of a circus. This came to us from Europe and all around the world. Everyone had their own version of a circus, and every country enjoyed the opportunity to see something very special and very live and very up close and personal. So I would recommend to you that you do some research on P.T. Barnum and also Mr. Bailey and also Mr. Ringling Brothers. So those were the people most famous here in the United States who brought us some of the most amazing shows from coast to coast. And for those of us who grew up with an opportunity during the summer to actually go to the circus, whether it was a small circus or a very, very large presentation, it didn't matter. It was live and it was fun, and we could enjoy it no matter what our ages. So, who was in charge of this circus? Well, let me tell you. The guy with the hat. The guy with the hat in the front, he was so important. He was come on, the ringmaster. Yes, he was the gentleman who emceed the entire wonderful event. And he would yell and tell everyone what to look for and what to expect and who is coming. It was a great job. PT loved to be the ringmaster. Now, for those of you who know that clowning around is an absolute profession, and that people will have as I said before, a registered face and a registered costume, the clowns had an important job, and that was to entertain the people between setups. For example, when someone had to do a huge tightrope act, they needed the net and all of their props and everything put in place. And so while things were changing in this circle, they always had clowns to entertain the audience and to keep them very, very well amused while the next entertainment was set up. Now, some of my friends are very professional when it comes to being clowns, and they go to facilities and they entertain and they bring their jokes and they bring all their comics, relief stories, and they do a wonderful job of visiting in facilities. And if you can, after the COVID is over, please, if you can contact a registry, and ask for one of these wonderful people to come and visit, you will have a fabulous program. I guarantee it. Birthday party for every age should have a clown. It's wonderful. Now, Barnum was so special here in the United States that they actually made a Barnum musical. And guess who starred as Barnum? Guess who this is? This is none other than Michael Crawford. Yes, the man who gave you Phantom of the Opera. This is a fantastic, fun musical, and Michael Crawford does it beautifully. So I think you would enjoy seeing Michael Crawford, and you can get this, you can see right here, on a DVD, or possibly you can look it up and still find it on your cable networks. Now, recently, everybody knows that Hugh Jackman played P.T. Barnum, and he was fabulous. He's an Aussie from down under, and he knows everything about being a great singer, and he's a gentleman beyond beyond that. He's been in so many other musicals, Les Miserables, and some others that you probably just go, oh, he can sing as well as be a guy who played a Wolverine? Yes, he can. He is fantastic. And pardon me. At any rate, I would totally recommend both the soundtrack and the show in Blu-ray or DVD or now Blu-ray. So go ahead and get The Greatest Showman. This would be the opportunity to see a circus and to also have a wonderful musical to sing along with. Now, for those of you who want to know there's story behind the story, like what happens to all the people who are in the circus and who run the circus, and how did they keep it going all those years, and how did they make budget and all those expenses that they had, this is The Greatest Show on Earth, which is the combination of Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus that went on for years after the original founders were gone. And the corporation that ran the circus, they expected to make a profit, and everybody worked very hard so that the circus could continue. And this story with Betty Hutton and Charlton Heston is fabulous. If you want to know some behind the scenes fun that goes on, and also challenges that go on for a circus staff. Yes, they are a family, they are a team, they are a staff. and they do a great job. And they do it over and over and over again, city after city across the country. So the greatest show on earth, if you get a chance to also remember that Jimmy Stewart is in this. So he plays a clown. There he is, right on the side there. Jimmy Stewart. He's wonderful. Next, I would definitely recommend, if you recall the name of the famous elephant, Jumbo. Well, they made an entire musical about that famous elephant in the circus, and they did a great job with Doris Day. And believe it or not, Stephen Boyd, who was in Ben-Hur with Charlton Heston as the bad guy, is a fabulous singer. He is wonderful. So I totally recommend that you get a chance to see Jimmy Durante and Martha Ray and enjoy Jumbo, the story of a circus family, a very small circus family. That's a lot of the circuses were around the country, around the rural areas. They were not huge. They were not the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. No, they were mom and pop circuses, and they traveled all over the country. And there were many of them for a very long time here in the United States. So go get Jumbo and enjoy remembering the ones that maybe came to your small hometown and visited where you grew up. Then, of course, we have the carnival story, which is another behind-the-scenes opportunity to know what happens when people fall in love and they work for the carnival. And it's just great. Ann Baxter gets an opportunity to play in this film. And we all love Ann Baxter for many reasons. She's been in so many different kinds of stories, and she does this one just as equally fabulous. But one of the funniest ones that I've ever seen about a carnival is Danny Kaye marry Andrew. He actually accidentally gets tied up with a traveling circus. And so he has an opportunity to change his life. And actually, the joy that comes from knowing people in the circus is a blessing to him, and he just has a great time. So please look up Danny Kaye in Marry Andrew for a lot of fun with, again, another small carnival. Now, if you've ever heard the song Be a Clown, and you wondered, well, where can I hear that? Where can I see that? Well, guess who did it together? Gene Kelly and Judy Garland. They did this in summer stock as one of the shows that they offered, and it is charming. So if you want to see the song Be a Clown, you will enjoy this one. The other place that you'll see another clown song is also in Make 'em Laugh. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Singing in the Rain. Donald O'Connor. Classic Make 'em Laugh song. Thank you, Cole Porter, Cole Porter did Be a Clown and Make 'em Laugh. So I hope you get a chance to get this Singing in the Rain and again enjoy Donald O'Connor being a funny clown and clowning around. Now, if you're wondering about what to do with your grandkids, if they should ever visit you ever again, which I hope they will soon, there is, of course, the old classic from Disney, which they did, Dumbo. I still have it on. This is a VHS tape. Wow, this is old. But the Dumbo is also now out on Blu-ray and DVD, and you can also get it on digital, so don't worry, you can get the classic the way you can play it for your family. But the new one that came out that was the remake of Dumbo was with live action animation, and it's a little bit stranger because it's done on a slightly darker level. I have to say that Tim Burton is different. He's a different kind of director, but the story ends up happy, and the story ends up bringing a lot of joy. The Dumbo story is a happy ending story no matter which way you play it, and it has its sad moments in both films, and I think that's part of life. Part of life is that things happen that aren't so happy, like COVID or coronavirus, whatever pandemic name you want to use. You can say, yes, this is sad, we're in a sad time, and yet we can also say, look what we did. We grew out of it stronger and healthier, and little Dumbo, of course, grows up. and you'll enjoy seeing the Dumbo film. If you're into Halloween almost already, it's August, September, October, and bam, here we are with Halloween, and we feel like we should be a clown for Halloween, fine. Then you could do Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And you could be in the circus monsters with your grandkids and laughing and all that kind of fun stuff. Because Scooby-Doo is a great little show in the sense that it will give you a fright and then it'll give you a laugh. So you'll enjoy it. And I have really enjoyed spending some time thinking about being silly for my birthday. And I'm glad I could share my birthday with you. And I'm glad that I could think of fun things to do for my birthday that remind me of Dumbo and remind me of circuses and remind me of clowns and remind me that everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. So we're going to enjoy the season of the circus and remember the good times. And I'm glad you could join me. Thank you.